Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible. It contains the prophetic book of Zion where I get my name and authority and a wonderful future. It comes, of course, from the Old Testament of the Bible or the Ketuvim if you're of the Jewish bent. So, last time we were discussing um, the dissertation of the 22nd chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the 19th chapter of the Book of Zion. This is part of the dissertation, and since I was in the middle of something, I'm just going to take up where I left off. There is more beauty in the unity of all life than art can ever portray. Yet we who know this unity must try to convey that beauty. To know true joy is to connect on a spiritual level with life itself. That beauty is love. We who are the people in whose heart is my law know that love. Love is God's law, and it is in our hearts. Unity is the law of love, unity of all life. And knowing this love, as we do, we have no need to fear what mere men can do to us. What do we care? How other people think about us? They don't know us. They have no idea who we are. They don't have unity of love. We should pity them, those who know not the love of life as we do. So, do not worry about how society thinks about us. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be afraid of their revilings. Everyone who gets high knows in their heart that drugs are not the great evil that must be stopped at all costs. We know better. Drugs are a tool that have a function in society. So it doesn't matter what hypocrites think of us. We know that the war on drugs is wrong. We know that having a good time with friends and loved ones is a good thing. They can say whatever the propaganda tells them to. But who cares after all? We just want to have fun. We want to have a great big party that never ends. We want to party at home. We want to party at work. We want to laugh and sing and dance and joke and talk about everything. So, society, you can go ahead and run your stupid rat race. We who know God, we'll go over there to the mountains and we will have a great life. We will spread the joy. So, hate us for having a good time or join us. We don't care. Life is too long not to enjoy it. The reason why we shouldn't let lies that they spew bother us is because we will be safe in our mountain home while they will be at the mercy of nature. They who are responsible for global warming will suffer its wrath, while we are as safe as we can be. Things are going to get very bad very quickly. We have upset the balance of nature. We are top heavy and wobbling. 9.0 or better earthquakes are orbit altering earthquakes. So it is vitally necessary to have shelter. The storms will intensify. We can only hope that the ice melts and doesn't slip like it did um, in the flood accounts. The Sumerian text suggests that an entire ice sheet in America, in Canada, slipped into the sea, inundating the entire planet. Scary stuff. I hope ours just slips a little chunks in nice single little events, just floats away and melts. The point is this: for the north shall eat them up like a garment, and worms shall eat them like wormwood. Those who ate us will not heed this warning. They will go on believing what their idols will tell them, and the storms will carry them away. The insects will eat their remains, but my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. The new humanity that comes out of the mountain will be an eternal race of human grays. They will remember their beginning when the fire of the earth's wrath turned our former world into ash, cleansing it of all of its evil ways. The next passage is the defining one. Every pot smoker on the planet is going to recognize what's happening here, and this is my definitive proof of the righteousness of marijuana smoke. Isaiah 6, 1 to 7. In the year Uzziah died, approximately 699 BC, 2,718 years ago, Isaiah was visited by aliens. He was shown a future event that changed him forever. You see, Isaiah got high for the first time. I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. The Lord here is our future king. This is David reborn. He is sitting on the throne, on a dais, a raised platform, and his train filled the temple. Well, of course, this isn't a locomotive train like our trains today. This train is a trail of smoke. Look it up. The ancient meaning of train is a line of smoke rising from a fire or a pipe. King David is smoking something. LOL. He's getting high. Above it stood the seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With twain or two he covered his face, and with twain or two he covered his feet, and with twain or two he did fly. I can't wait to see one of these creatures, if I'm so lucky. The one cried unto the other, and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. The seraphim is telling Isaiah that the Lord's actions are common practice in his future kingdom. The whole human population knows the truth about marijuana. The king gets high, and the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. There you have it. The house was filled with smoke. The train of the king's smoke from the pipe or the joint in his hand filled the temple. But it wasn't just from his hand. The smoke comes from the altar. Then I said, Isaiah says, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. LOL. Big LOL here. I so love this passage. Anyone who gets high gets this. Isaiah just witnessed the future king with a pipe in hand, lifting it to his lips, taking a hit, and exhaling the smoke, which helps to fill the temple with smoke. To get high is to have clean lips. Smoke is holy. Getting high is getting God. So Isaiah continues. Then flew one of the seraphim unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with tongs from off the altar. So the teraphim goes to the altar, where the brazier is filled with the marijuana, which is being burned to fill the temple with smoke. So he takes a bud of the pot that's burning. And what does he do? And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin is purged. Ha! Ta-da! Isaiah gets to take a hit of holy smoke. Why is it holy? Because your iniquity is taken away, i.e., your immoral or grossly unfair behavior. You no longer have the desire to do things that are evil, immoral, or unjust. And what's more, your sins are purged. Purging is a process of getting rid of something quickly and completely. When you get high, you stop sinning. In Nepal, there are monks that drink a marijuana-based smoothie that they say prevents them from sinning. So, marijuana ends your ability to do harm to others, which is what sin really is. So, to get high is to know God, and to know God is to unite with all life and be cleansed of all negative intent. Pot equals peace, equals love, equals brotherhood, equals a connection to the divine essence of life, equals unity. Marijuana is sacred. Psalms 113, 4 and 5. The Lord is high above all nations, and his glory above the heavens. The Lord is high above all nations. He is above all the nations and their laws. God doesn't care what the nations claim to be true. The Grey know better. They brought hemp and marijuana to this world. It comes from them. It is their gift to us. No government, especially the United States of America, has the right to deny humanity the gifts of God. Yes, the Grey have their glory, their home above in the heavens, beyond our galaxy, at the outer edge of Andromeda. They finally found a young, suitable planet to call home. It has no sentient life form, so they at long last have a new home of their very own. You see, Earth was their home. They didn't originate here, but all enduring species must leave their home world behind, even as we will one day leave our birthplace in our past. Their sun lived out its lifespan, just as our Sol will one day disperse itself. And I'm going to stop there today, and we will pick up where we left off next time. So until then, may the Grey watch over you, protect you, guide you, keep you from all harm, teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. Let your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. May you always be happy and high. Know that I love you. I can't wait to meet all of you. We'll see each other soon, okay? On our great big camp out. Love you guys. Later. 'Cause I'll never say goodbye.